Good morning, students. Today we will try to understand with respect to modes of transmission of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases means it spreads from one person to the other. Now through air. Common cold, tuberculosis, mumps, measles and flu are few of the diseases that spreads through air. Now TB or the tuberculosis, it is caused by the bacteria and it affects the respiratory system, whereas mumps brings about the swelling of the salivary glands. Measles over here, the individual develops a red spots over here, and flu is nothing but a severe form of cold, and these are the diseases that spreads through air. Infected person coughs, sneezes or spits. Suppose an infected person coughs, sneezes or spits, then there is possibility of transferring the disease to a healthy person through air. So precautions has to be taken by the infected person. Then through food and water. Cholera, typhoid, polio and jaundice are the disease that spreads through food and water. Cholera, it is caused by a bacteria, and person infected from cholera has severe diarrhea. Diarrhea is nothing but the loose motions. So there is possibility of dehydration. It means they hardly have any water in their body. Typhoid, here typhoid we see that it is caused by a bacteria, and person who is suffering from typhoid has severe fever and stomach pain. Now polio is caused by a virus and it affects the muscular system. Jaundice, it's also known as yellow fever, and it infects the liver. Through direct contact. Common cold, tuberculosis, chickenpox, ringworms. This is a fungal disease. Ringworm is a fungal disease. So these are the diseases that can spread through direct contact also. So TB can spread through air as well as direct contact. Through insects. Insects spread diseases either through their bite or by transferring pathogens to food articles. Now insects, either they bite and spread the disease, or they sit on an infected substance and then they transfer that, then they sit on the healthy food and transfer that pathogen which they have got from the infected food. They are called carriers of germ. Because of this reason, the insects are known as carriers of germs. When insects like flies, mosquito, cockroaches, etc. sit on dirt, pathogens stick to their body. So when they sit on unhealthy food or sewage, we see that they on their feet, the pathogens stick on their feet or on their body. And when they again sit on food, they transfer these germs to the food. One of the example is female Anopheles mosquito that causes malaria. It bites a patient suffering from malaria. Then malaria parasite enters mosquito. Now that parasite is a protozoan known as Plasmodium that enters the mosquito from the infected patient. Then bites a healthy person, transfer the disease causing parasite. Now once it goes and bites the healthy person, what happens? It transfers that particular protozoan or Plasmodium to the healthy person. The parasite completes an important part of its life cycle in mosquito's body. Such insects are called vectors. Now vectors are nothing but the carriers of disease. They are not causing the disease, but they are carrying an infective organism within their body, and that organism is causing the disease and it is completing a part of its life cycle. Such organisms are known as, or such insects, such insects are called as vectors. Aedes mosquito, it's a vector for dengue virus. Now here what happens is Aedes mosquito is a carrier for dengue virus. Now dengue is a disease that causes severe muscle and joint pain. Next we will move on to some common human diseases caused by microbes. First, bacterial disease, tuberculosis, how a person is infected by direct or air contact, and how can it be prevented by vaccination. It's known as BCG vaccine, or isolating the patient. Cholera, contaminated food and water, vaccination, sewage disposal, or chlorinating drinking water. You are adding chlorine to the drinking water. So these are all the preventive measures, how this particular diseases can be prevented. Next we will try to understand the viral diseases. Chicken pox, mode of transmission is direct contact. How can we prevent it? By vaccination, by avoid using patient's articles. When I say patient's articles, it can be the bath towel, the toothbrush, etc. Maintain personal hygiene. The person has to maintain himself or herself clean. Polio, contaminated food and water. Oral polio vaccine, by vaccination, personal hygiene, proper disposal of waste, this particular disease can be prevented. Protozoan disease, malaria, mode of transmission is bite of female Anopheles mosquito, using mosquito nets and repellents, spray insecticides. Do not allow stagnation of water. If you allow stagnation of water, then there is breeding of mosquito. It results in breeding of mosquitoes. Amoebiasis, contaminated food and water. Avoid eating street food, drinking boiled water. Maintain personal hygiene. Develop good sanitary habits. Now, person infected by this amoebiasis spits out blood. So these are the preventive measures for it. Now, fungal disease, ringworm. Here it infects the skin, and red spots are seen, and it is itchy in nature, and wherever ringworms are found, no hair growth is seen over there. It is by direct contact. Avoid using patient's articles. Diseases in plants and animals. In plants, citrus canker, it is caused by bacteria. Mode of transmission is air. Now, citrus canker is nothing but brown spots are developed on the lemon. That is citrus canker. Rust of wheat. Here, the leaf looks as if it has developed rust. Reddish brown spots are seen on the leaf. That's why it's called as rust of wheat. Causative organism is a fungi. Mode of transmission is by air and seeds. Yellow vein mosaic of bindi or okra. Now here the leaf, in the leaf we see yellowish lesions develop. It means there is destruction of the chlorophyll. Because of the destruction of chlorophyll, we see yellowish patches appear, irregular patches appear on the leaf, and it is caused by the virus, and mode of transmission is insect. In animals, the disease is that is commonly found is anthrax, bacteria, and mode of transmission is direct. Foot and mouth disease, it's caused by a virus, and mode of transmission is by direct contact. And these tabular charts are very, very important. You need to go through it and understand them. Thank you.